You're listening to the smartest guys in marketing, the best show on the planet for client businesses to learn about traffic, funnels, sales, conversions, and marketing coolness. Chris and Taylor are the founders of Traffic and Funnels, a digital marketing consultancy helping you get paid clients from cold traffic daily. Now, here are your hosts, Chris and Taylor.
What's up, everyone? Taylor Welch, Chris Evans, the smartest guys in marketing.
What up? What up?
How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. Sun is shining. Birds are singing.
Dude, when are we going to get some other experts on the show that we can interview?
I don't know, man. We got to call into Donald Trump. He's supposed to be getting on.
I talked to Obama last week. He needed some money.
Obama's coming up. Yeah.
London.
What are we talking about today?
Dude, today we're talking about the most important element of a Facebook ad.
God,
you can tell that
title.
You can tell that Chris. You can tell that Chris.
Why did you write that?
No,
I knew that you're introing it, so I thought that you were going to actually.
Okay, bro. Okay.
I thought you were actually going to say something good,
bro. When Daddy's talking, you don't
and not embarrass our business.
So the next episode is one that I wrote. And we've never done this before. I'm going to tell you,
and has no idea about.
I'm going to tell you guys about the next episode. Hook it before we even talk about this episode. How about them apples? Nobody even knows what's happening.
What if we just sell the next episode? We actually don't even talk about anything in this episode.
The next episode is how to get nonstop sex, even if you're single and nobody likes you. So we're talking about. We're talking about headlines on the next episode. And that's exactly why I didn't change this headline, because I wanted to contrast a good headline versus a bad headline. So anyway, let's talk about Facebook ads. You know a little bit about Facebook ads, Chris. Just a little bit.
I've taken a few courses.
So Chris's goal for this year, oh my gosh. Chris's goal for this year is to spend $1 million in Facebook ads.
At least.
That's his goal. And we are a little shy of that goal, but we'll ramp up.
Yeah.
Just spend a couple $100,000. But talk about the most important element.
Yeah. So the reason why is because people are they get so worked up about Facebook. So you don't need something to really sell it. People don't care about headlines, but everybody loves Facebook ads. So the most important element of the Facebook ad, and if you get this wrong, your whole business is going to crumble to the ground. This is the one thing that you must have right. And if you don't have this one thing right, then, well, it's just going to suck.
I feel like you're ramping this up a little too much.
They're like, oh man, I can't wait. And then they're going to be disappointed. Yeah. So the one element that's super important is the image.
The most important element, not the one element.
The most important element is probably accounts for 70% of having a successful Facebook ad.
Well, because if you just ran an ad with a picture on it and no headline and no copy, it probably wouldn't work. It's not the one thing, but it's probably the most important thing to getting attention.
Yeah. Which is what you just said, attention.
Attention.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all about getting attention is the first thing. The second thing is getting attention and it not looking like an ad. Why? Because people are they're scrolling through, their thumbs going like 1,000,000 miles an hour. You have to be able to stop them dead in their tracks. And then obviously the next thing is the headline and the body copy. But today we're just talking about the image. So let's talk about a few things that are working really well for us right now. Something that has a high contrast that really conveys an emotion of what you are trying to communicate. Case in point, right now we're running an ad that's doing extremely well, and it has a picture of a guy who is ugly crying. There's no text on it. It definitely does not look like an ad, but this is conveying an emotion that people who work with clients typically, or people who want to work with clients typically go through this process of figuring out their business. Like, how do I get clients? How do I get consistent clients? How do I scale my business? And we've all been to that point where we just feel like we want to ugly cry. Another one that we're running right now, very high contrast, is a lady with her hair super disheveled. She has makeup, mascara running down her face from crying, and she's throwing back a bottle of wine, and she's in despair. it's funny, but it also conveys like an emotion that so many people who would be our audience have felt. And so if you can get that emotion, communicate that emotion through your image, you're going to win. And you're going to beat out the other people because the stuff that they're running looks like an ad. So if you can run something that conveys an emotion, taps into their emotions, whether we prefer humor, because if you can get someone to smile, you're winning the battle. So get attention, don't look like an ad, convey the emotion. If you can, communicate humor within that emotion, whether it's making fun of the scenario, making fun of your vertical, the industry, you're typically going to win. And so the reason this came up is because I was actually reviewing a bunch of ads with our clients yesterday, and seeing the difference of the clients who are killing it with their ads compared to the ones who aren't. The guys who are killing it, guys and gals who are killing it, are the ones who are following exactly what I'm talking about right now. The ones who aren't are people who have like images of themselves and they look very like uptight and businessy, and they have a bunch of text on their image, and it just looks like business instead of communicating that emotion and that story of what your prospect is going through. Anything to add to that?
Yeah,
I know you don't know anything about ads, but
bro, that was really rude of you to say. First of all, just kidding. No, I think the caveat is like knowing your market.
Knowing your market, yeah.
What's going to, like we talked about in one of the mini episodes a while back, is like zigging versus zagging. And right now, like everyone who's trying to compete with us, they sound similar and they look kind of the same. And so we got to be opposite of that. And then, you may be in a market where everything is nonstop jokes and people it's like humor saturated. I doubt it, because most people don't equate humor with advertising. But then like, what is it going to take for you to stand out and be different?
Yep.
And that requires knowing your market and knowing how they think and what are they looking for and what emotions do they feel. And like with one of our clients who coaches female entrepreneurs, her market, they're constantly tired of seeing people that are smiley and are like, my life is perfect. And so her ad image is like, basically like, are you sick of seeing other people succeed? And that's a little dark comparatively to what we're doing,
Yeah.
So I think you just got to know who you're talking to. And that's what's important.
So how do you find that out?
You ask them, interview them, talk to them on the phone, sell to them. You actually do work and stop being a little bitch and trying to get everything to be handed to you.
Oh my God. So like they can't just like hide behind their computers?
Listen, all right, bro. You just started waking the dragon right now.
Sorry.
If you think that you can just go out and make a bunch of money without actually talking to somebody and getting to know your market, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, I'm glad you're broke, because you don't deserve any success, and we're just going to take it all from you. You got to wake up in the morning with a killer instinct. Grab a picture of a tiger and put it on the background of your phone. Bro, you don't see lions and gazelles are just like laying down, exposing their neck to be eaten by the lion. They have to actually hunt.
Yeah.
So I'm sick of the people who are like, I don't want to work for it. We got some stories we can tell you.
Oh my God. Yeah. So if you are the one who's willing to work for it and actually get on the phone and talk to your market and really find out who your market is, what they want, you are going to destroy your competition. I mean, we're talking about ads specifically here, which we do, but in every part of the process, you'll destroy your competition, because you know the one thing. The one thing is who your market is and what they respond to.
Which The One Thing is a great book, by the way, by Gary Keller.
Yes. Fantastic.
Highly recommend.
All right. I think that's it for this episode.
So next week we're talking about getting nonstop sex. And so
which Taylor doesn't know anything about.
That's not even true, bro.
He just read about it in a book.
Dude. No, online, on the internet. It was an article, not a book. Now we're talking about headlines. Even though Chris said that nobody cares about your headline, he didn't mean that. He was just saying that for dramatic effect. But really, when it comes down to, okay, your image is designed to get attention. In your copy, the first line that people read is like a secondary image. It determines whether people keep reading or not. So we're going to talk about how we write headlines. Some of the worst headlines we've written. We're going to talk about a split test that we did back in the day, the first month we ever were in business together. One of Chris's headlines crushed mine, and it shouldn't have. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to get into that.
Cool.
You have something else to say there, bro?
I was going to say it, but I think I might save it for the next It's talking about the old school copywriters.
Yeah, bro. Why don't you save it?
All right, I'm gonna save it. Hey, go get the gift we have for you guys.
And leave us a freaking review or stop listening. If you
/gift.
can't follow instructions, stop listening to our show. Go leave us a review or get out of here. I'm done playing around.
Taylor's a bit feisty today.
I'm done playing around. Too many games.
All right. See you guys in the next episode.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.